In the vast arsenal of the United States military, few conventional weapons command as much attention as the GBU-57A Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This is not just another bomb, it is a colossal instrument of strategic deterrence designed for a very specific and challenging task. Weighing an immense 30,000 pounds and measuring over 20 feet in length, the MOP is the definitive bunker buster. Its primary purpose is to reach and obliterate targets that are buried deep underground, protected by layers of rock, steel, and reinforced concrete. These are the kinds of command centers, weapons facilities, and nuclear sites that adversaries believe are beyond the reach of conventional attack, making the MOP a direct answer to their most hardened defenses. The development of the MOP was born from necessity and the lessons learned from past conflicts. Following the 2003 invasion of Iraq, military planners recognized a significant capability gap. Existing bunker-busting bombs, such as the 5,000-pound GBU-28, proved insufficient against the most deeply buried and fortified enemy structures. This realization prompted the Defense Threat Reduction Agency to initiate a program to create a weapon of unparalleled penetrating power. The goal was to build a munition that could hold any underground facility at risk, anywhere in the world, ensuring that no potential adversary could feel safe simply by digging deeper into the earth. This ambitious project was a collaborative effort, with the Air Force Research Laboratory Munitions Directorate and Boeing leading the design and development. Starting in 2009, the weapons development became laser-focused on a particular challenge: Iran's Fordow uranium enrichment plant, a facility built into a mountain. The MOP was engineered specifically to defeat such a target. The development timeline was deliberately accelerated, moving from initial tests at White Sands Missile Range in 2007 to the Air Force receiving its first operational units by September 2011. This rapid progression underscored the strategic urgency attached to the weapon and its perceived importance in national security circles. The result of this effort is a marvel of military engineering. The GBU-57 is not merely a larger bomb. It is a sophisticated system. It combines a hardened steel warhead casing, designed to withstand the incredible forces of impact as it drills through the ground, with a precision GPS and INS guidance package. This allows it to strike a specific point on the surface with pinpoint accuracy before beginning its journey downward. Carried exclusively by the Northrop B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, the MOP represents a unique capability in modern warfare. Only the United States possesses the combination of a stealth delivery platform and a munition powerful enough to threaten the world's most secure underground bunkers. The world first witnessed the MOP's destructive power in the pre-dawn hours of June 22, 2025. In a meticulously planned mission codenamed Operation Midnight Hammer, the United States executed a series of precision strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities. The operation involved 7 B-2 Spirit bombers, which slipped through Iranian air defenses to deliver their formidable payloads. A total of 14 GBU-57 bombs were dropped, marking the weapon's first-ever use in combat. The primary targets were the deeply buried Fordow uranium enrichment plant and the underground sections of the Natanz nuclear facility, sites long considered to be at the heart of Iran's nuclear ambitions, and previously viewed as nearly invulnerable. The attack on the Fordow facility was a textbook example of modern, effects-based targeting. U.S. planners, anticipating that Iran had protected the facility's vital ventilation shafts with massive concrete caps, devised a sequential attack plan. 12 MOPs were allocated to Fordow, with 6 aimed at each of the 2 main shafts. The first bomb for each shaft was programmed to act as a massive sledgehammer, obliterating the protective cap. This cleared the way for the subsequent bombs, which followed in rapid succession, plunging into the exposed shafts at over 1,000 feet per second. Each bomb was fused to detonate deep within the underground complex, creating a devastating wave of overpressure and blast. This was not a simple bombing run. It was a highly choreographed event. Each of the 14 MOPs had its fuse custom programmed with a specific impact angle, heading, and detonation delay. This level of customization ensured that the weapon's effects were tailored precisely to destroy the critical hardware and infrastructure inside the tunnel complexes. The mission's goal was not just to damage the facilities, but to achieve functional destruction, rendering them useless for years. Pilots flying the B-2s reported seeing explosions so bright They momentarily turned the night sky into daylight, a testament to the immense energy released by the detonations deep beneath the mountain. Initial battle damage assessments were complex, with early intelligence suggesting only minimal impact. However, later analysis conducted by both the CIA and Israel's Atomic Energy Commission painted a different picture, concluding that Fordow had been functionally destroyed and would require a massive, time-consuming rebuilding effort. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth publicly stated that the mission had successfully set back Iran's nuclear program by a significant margin. The attack's effectiveness was further corroborated when the International Atomic Energy Agency confirmed a radioactive release at the Natanz site, signaling a breach of its underground containment structures and a major blow to Iran's nuclear operations. The immense power of the GBU-57 MOP is intrinsically linked to its exclusive delivery platform, the Northrop B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. This pairing is not a matter of convenience but of necessity. The MOP's sheer size and weight, at 30,000 pounds, place it far beyond the carrying capacity of standard fighter jets or smaller bombers. While early tests of the MOP's airframe were conducted using the venerable B-52 Stratofortress, only the B-2, with its specially modified bomb bay and heavy lift capabilities, can carry it on an operational mission. This unique requirement means that the ability to deploy the world's most powerful conventional penetrator is a capability held solely by the United States Air Force. This exclusivity has profound strategic implications. Allies of the United States, including those like Israel who share concerns over fortified underground threats, do not possess a comparable capability. They lack a stealth bomber like the B-2, which is essential for penetrating advanced air defense networks to reach high-value, heavily protected targets. Therefore, the MOP is not just a weapon, but a unique tool of American foreign policy and power projection. It provides the United States with a military option that no other nation can replicate, allowing it to hold at-risk assets that other countries cannot. This gives Washington significant leverage in diplomatic negotiations and crisis situations. The synergy between the MOP and the B-2 creates a formidable system. The B-2's stealth characteristics, including its low observable design and radar-absorbent materials, allow it to evade enemy detection and fly deep into hostile territory. Once over the target, its advanced avionics and the MOP's GPS and INS guidance system work in concert to ensure a precise strike. This combination of stealth, reach, and precision makes the MOP B-2 pairing the ultimate tool for addressing the challenge of hardened and deeply buried targets, which are often the most critical nodes of an adversary's military or strategic infrastructure. The coordination of Operation Midnight Hammer demonstrated this power in action. President Trump announced the strikes shortly after they occurred, emphasizing that the mission was conducted in full coordination with Israel, a key regional partner. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu later confirmed this close military cooperation, highlighting the political dimension of the weapon's use. The attack sent a clear message to Iran and other potential adversaries: there is no hiding place. The ability to project this specific type of power reinforces America's strategic position, ensuring that its military can reach out and touch any target, no matter how deeply it is buried or how well it is defended. The successful deployment of the GBU-57 MOP in Operation Midnight Hammer has reshaped the strategic landscape, but it has also sparked debate about the long-term effectiveness of such weapons. While the strike undoubtedly inflicted catastrophic damage on Iran's nuclear infrastructure, setting its program back significantly, some experts argue that the effect may be temporary. They contend that while physical facilities can be destroyed, the scientific knowledge and technical expertise required to rebuild them are retained. This suggests that even a weapon as powerful as the MOP may only buy time, perhaps 1 to 2 years, before a determined state can begin to reconstitute its program, underscoring the limits of purely military solutions. The international reaction to the strikes was swift and divided. IEA Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi issued a strong condemnation of any military attack on nuclear facilities, warning of the grave risks of radioactive release and the potential for harm to civilians and the environment. In a direct response to the attack, Iran's parliament moved to cease all cooperation with the IEEA, further complicating international oversight of its nuclear activities. This illustrates the complex diplomatic fallout that can accompany the use of such decisive military force, where a tactical success can lead to strategic challenges and a more entrenched, less transparent adversary. Looking to the future, the United States is not resting on its laurels. The lessons learned from the design, development, and eventual combat use of the MOP are already being applied to its successor. A new weapon, known as the Next Generation Penetrator, or NGP, is currently in development. This future bomb is expected to be even more capable, potentially incorporating new technologies to defeat even harder and deeper targets, as well as countermeasures that adversaries may develop in response to the MOP. The evolution of bunker-busting technology is a continuous cycle of measure and countermeasure, a high-stakes competition between offensive and defensive engineering. Ultimately, the GBU-57 MOP represents a critical component of modern deterrence. It is a powerful symbol of American military might, and a practical tool for addressing one of the most difficult challenges in modern warfare, the hard and deeply buried target problem. Its existence forces potential adversaries to reconsider the viability of underground sanctuaries, adding a significant layer of risk and cost to their strategic calculations. While the debate over its long-term impact will continue, the MOP's role as the ultimate bunker buster ensures it will remain a cornerstone of U.S. national security strategy for the foreseeable future, until the next generation of weapons is ready to take its place.